The headline that was there for the IPL retention, only one player managed to trend and he broke the headlines. Rishabh Pant. Rishabh Pant has been a regular with the Delhi Capitals ever since he made his debut. We thought even in 2024, even in 2025, a deal would be brokered between Delhi Capitals and Rishabh Pant. But the tweet that he made on October 12th had really ruffled a lot of feathers. There was a deal that was been told until the very last moments before the retention list, but it did not fall through. That is why Delhi Capitals had to release Rishabh Pant. And Rishabh Pant now will go into the mega auction, although Delhi Capitals can RTM him. But for how much? Because many people are suggesting that Rishabh Pant could be your auction breaker this time around. Will he break the record in the auction? Many people seem to suggest maybe he might. But on the other hand, his IPL numbers are kind of middling if you look at it. Is it underwhelming? Is it overwhelming? Will Pant break the auction record based on the IPL numbers that he's accumulated all these years? Let's take a deep dive into it, because if you look at Rishabh Pant's numbers, 111 matches, 3,264 runs, strike rate of 149 at an average of 35. There is no doubt about it. Rishabh Pant is Mr. Delhi Capitals, because most number of matches, most sixes hit, runs scored, he's right there in the top bracket. Rishabh Pant is the face of Delhi Capitals, and on current form, and since he's been part of a T20 World Cup winning side, his market demand has soared. He's your ultimate match winner in Test cricket also. Now, on these numbers alone, will Pant break the record? He might. But there is a very, you may say, a pattern emerging, a very unique pattern emerging in Rishabh Pant when you have to look at his IPL numbers for 5 years. Ignore 2023 because he didn't play at all in that season. But if you look at it from 2018 onwards, why 2018? Because that was peak Rishabh Pant. 684 runs at an average of 52 and 174. Now that is destructive ability at its peak. 2019 also same, 37.5, 162 strike rate. There was a gradual decline. Now the decline reached its peak in the slow conditions of the UAE when it was held in 2020 and 2021. 113, 31, 128, 34. If you look at it for the last 5 years, looking at the position where he is batting, Pant's average has never dipped below 30. You look at 2021, 34.9, 129 strike rate, 30.9, 152 strike rate, 40.5, 155.4. That is Rishabh Pant. For the position that he is in, 446, 155, is that bad numbers? No. It's in fact excellent numbers for Rishabh Pant. Look at it, 30.9, 151. Everybody in the IPL, most of the players have a fixed position where they are in. The only person who doesn't have a fixed position, who bats according to the situation, is Rishabh Pant himself. Sometimes he's lower middle order, sometimes he's middle order, sometimes he's number 3. How on earth can anyone have consistency when you look at it? Deep diving into those numbers for the last 5 years, you can see average from 52 to 40, that is to 30.9, 52.6 to 30.9, that is the bracket he's in. Strike rate, if you have to look at it, 173 to 113, but 113 was just for 1 year. That's when everything changed. So Rishabh Pant on pure numbers alone and for the position where he is batting, or whatever is the constant position he is batting in, will he break the bank? Because he is already Delhi Capitals' highest run getter, most sixes hit by a player from Delhi Capitals. On these numbers alone, can Rishabh Pant break the bank? Maybe he might. Looking at the trend already of wicketkeeper batters, Sanju Samson, Dhruv Jurel, both of them were picked in excess of 10 crores. Why can't Rishabh Pant then get that value? Yes, he could have been the top pick, but I think Pant valued his market more. He feels that he will get more money if he is put into the auction pool. Same with Shreyas Iyer, same with KL Rahul. But in the case of KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer, maybe the bank might not be broken. But for Rishabh Pant, looking at his numbers, just pure numbers, and looking at the context of those numbers, he can get a good buy. He can break the bank in the IPL auction. So that is why 24 crores is what Mitchell Starc got. Will Pant cross 25 crores? That might be a bit far-fetched, but 20 crores, we can definitely assume that he might be happening. So, Rishabh Pant going into the auction, is it a masterstroke or will it be a blunder? Numbers suggest it is not technically a bad move, but we have seen no one has broken the bank in an IPL mega auction. Most of the high numbers have come during a mini auction. Will Pant break that trend also? It remains to be seen in November, December when that happens. Numbers suggest he can, but who knows with the IPL dynamics how it pans out to be. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.